Good morning, everybody. Today's video is how to date beautiful women as an introvert. Now, a lot of you guys watching this, probably feel on that shyer side. Probably feel like you're more introverted than extroverted. You find it harder to talk to people. You like to be more alone. You like to be more to yourself. Maybe you spend your weekends inside your spare time by yourself. And guess what? You're kind of just like me. The one caveat is that there's a difference between shy and introverted. I used to be an incredibly shy person. I am now just an incredibly introverted person. And the difference between an introverted person and a shy person is freedom. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that, okay? Because this is a very key word. What I mean by the difference between a shy person and an introverted person being freedom is that a shy person has no choice. A shy person has genuinely zero choice in how they express themselves. On the other side, an introvert does have a choice. And so when it comes down to a situation in which a shy person wants to express themselves, maybe wants to go say hello, wants to go talk to other people, wants to let her know, wants to talk to a girl that he's interested in, he's going to have no choice in that. And so he is not going to be able to go up and do that because he cannot choose his path. When you cannot choose your path, you're kind of living in a hell. The same thing goes for if you're with some friends or you're with family or you're with anybody out in public and you want to say something, you want to say hello, you want to compliment someone, but you have no choice and you don't do it, not because you don't want to, but because you have no choice. I want to say this thing to this person. I want to give this compliment. I want to say hello, but I can't. I'm too shy. I have no choice. I'm going to succumb. Whereas a introverted person does have a choice, meaning I can go up to someone and say, or when I feel the urge or the intention to go up to someone and say hello or compliment them or tell a girl that she's pretty, I can go up and I do it. And it doesn't really feel insane to me. I still get nervous a little bit, but that's natural, right? That's hundreds of thousands of years of DNA ingrained inside of my brain. It's natural to feel that. A little bit of nervousness. But I have a choice to express myself. Meaning I can if I want to, but I don't have to. Meaning most of the time I'm very chill, I'm very relaxed, I'm very to myself. But when the situation does come to where I need to be able to express myself, and basically expressing yourself is just putting your wants into the world, which is a very vital thing of living. If you can't put your wants into the world, you're not going to survive. You're just going to die, right? I want a job. Well, you have to get a resume. You have to do some stuff. I want a beautiful woman. I want to date and have an amazing relationship. Well, you're probably going to have to express that to a girl or a woman or any person that you want to interact with. Even as babies, if you want to eat or have water or do like anything, you need to express yourself by crying. The only difference from a baby and then now to an adult is the level of self-awareness. So now that we know the difference between a introvert and a shy person, meaning when a shy person wants to do something, wants to express themselves, wants to laugh, wants to have a good time, wants to be happy, they can. I mean, fuck, my bad. They can't. I wish they could, but they can't. They're just trapped in by insecurities. They're trapped in by social anxiety. They're trapped in by nervousness, by what others will think, by what the world will think, by, hey, I'm just not this person. Anytime you want to do something, yet you feel like, oh, that's just not me, that is a big part of your ego talking. That is not just me. Well, what is you, right? You is just whatever you want it to be. Okay, but let's go back to the self-awareness is the only difference between expressing yourself as a kid, as a baby, and today now. As a child, were we shy? Were we scared to express ourselves? Well, you can't really say yes. I mean, you would cry in your crib for hours at a time as loud as you could until you got what you wanted. Even as a baby, you would laugh and scream, and your expressions would be so high. It would be so incredible. Now imagine that type of expressiveness as an adult. As an adult, if you had that type of expression, if that would be almost uncalibrated. Imagine you give me, myself, or you, a grown man, a lollipop, and you just start jumping up and down clapping. It's going to look quite silly, right? It's going to look like you don't even know how to control yourself. And so what an adult has is the ability to control, where a child does not have the ability, and so they're uncontrollable. They're they're uncontrollable by themselves. I mean, I can control a baby by moving his arms and stuff, but so an adult has self-control and a baby has self-uncontrol. These are the differences when it comes to expressing yourself. And again, this is the main word, express. Because whenever you are doing anything in life, interacting with anything in life, even when I'm interacting with this whiteboard, an inimitable object, I'm still expressing myself. I'm writing the way I write with the marker I have, in the way that I fucking do the things on the board. It's an expression. When I walk through the world, it's an expression. Everything that is anything is an expression. And so this is very important, especially when it comes down to human beings expressing with other human beings. This is really what I want to work on, and I want to allow people to have control of, because this is really what dictates how people see you, how you present yourself, and I believe like one of the most important things in the universe is how you express yourself. So if you are in this category, shy, and you don't believe that you are in the introvert, well, then you have one more step to go to get to this point. And then once you're at this point, you're able to express yourself. It may not be like an extrovert who gains energy from talking to other people, gains energy from being around so many other people. And listen, you are not either extrovert, introvert. People are way more complicated than that, way more complex. It's I'm introverted this day of the month because of the last 3 days, and my fucking DNA chemistry has been like this because of the last 48 hours, because of what I ate, drank, because of the people I've been with. Now it's also in this situation, like I don't mind going to this party, but this person's here, and so there's just so much going on. It's like, Jesus, right? And so there are some days where I can go to a party and I will be extremely extroverted, but that's because I know the people there. I'm in a good mood. I've already been chilling for a little bit. But then there are some times where I won't, and I'll be super introverted. Why? Because I don't know as many people there, or it was in a bad mood like the day before. There's so much going on. So it's not introvert or extrovert, or it's shy or introvert, or it's shy or extrovert. Everything in life is on a scale. And at that scale, you have a baseline. And on that baseline, you have a standard deviation. So my, I guess you could say, shyness to, I don't know what the opposite of shyness, extroversion, I guess. But let's just go introvert or expression. Let's go into expression. My shyness to expression scale, meaning I can't express myself. I can express myself. I used to be like here. I used to be honestly probably right here. Maybe like right here. I don't know how other people's lives are. So I was very close to the complete shyness scale, not being able to express myself at all. However, through practice of socialization with correct mannerisms, I've been able to make myself over here, but with self-control. So now I'm over here. I still experience the standard deviation of technically it wouldn't be. Would it be like that? I guess that graph works. This kind of like pointy one. I would be over there, and so here would be my worst day, where over here my worst day would be at 0. And my best day is like the best ever, where my best day over here would be like over here. Still experience a range of emotions. I'm still on that scale, depending on the situation I'm going to, how I'm feeling. But my baseline has been shifted entirely. So that is what I want to do for you today, and hopefully I can shift you a little bit more to an expressive person. So, why are you scared to express yourself? I guess would be the next good question. Well, why are babies not scared to express themselves? Why could we say that? Why are babies not scared to express themselves? Well, because this is what I believe, they haven't had reinforcement. Reinforcement is basically an action is met with another action. And so if this action is consistent, let's say A, and is always met with A1, well then anytime I feel this, I'm going to expect that. Meaning, if I always cried, I cry, that's the action. And every time I cry, I get food, A1. Well, then I'm going to associate me crying with food, or me crying with, it could be other stuff too. It could be water, it could be love, whole bunch of other shit, right? Now, we have more than just this one action. And not only that, our crying can come in a lot of different ways. We can cry for different reasons. And so if I cry for an A0 reason compared to an A2 reason, that may also yield different results. So it's not just like, oh, I cry, therefore I feel the emotion of crying. It's like, no, you can cry for a lot of different things. So the reason why you would be shy is because when you do have, and let's generalize, an expression, this expression, this emotion that you're felt, is met by negativity. Meaning, I laughed, I have a good time, shut down, stop laughing. You're dumb for laughing, you're stupid. That means when you, and this goes on and on and on, right? When you cry, when you laugh, what's some other expressions? When you're angry, sad, I don't know, maybe even complacent, peace. You have all these emotions that are hit with some form of negativity. And what you learn to develop over time is, oh, if I cry, I get hit with a form of negativity. Now, negativity can come from all people, from all places, and in all types of forms. It can come from teachers, parents, guardians, any people in your life, brothers, siblings, literally any person who could affect you or express their will upon you. And that could be in the form of hitting, physical abuse. It could be in the form of yelling, demeaning, insulting, hurting. Whoops, just crossed out that. So I think that when you are expressing yourself frustration, when you are expressing yourself anger, sadness, hurt, confusion, all this other stuff, all this expressions, and you're met with these negative kind of results instead of a form of understanding, and maybe even expanding, then what happens is that you just begin to associate, oh, when I cry, Usually, when I cry in front of this person, usually these happen. Usually something when I laugh, usually something like this happens. When I am angry, usually something like this. When I'm all these things, usually something like this happens. And what begins to happen is that A0 equals A1. And A0 in this case is our ability to express. Let me just see if my camera's still going. Is our ability to express, and then A1 is negativity. Now we have this correlation between us expressing ourselves, us talking a bit loud, us making jokes, us laughing, us showing emotion, with us being hurt in some way, either emotionally hurt, physically hurt, something like that. And these are actually real, like these happen because of real micro interactions in your life, just going on and on and on. So one example I will give, one of my earliest evers that I still, live deep back in my mind, is when I was in SK, senior kindergarten. This is over a decade, maybe even a decade and a half ago, long time ago. And me and my friends were sitting on, and it was kind of like a playground, right? Like imagine like the border, and then there's like a playground in here somewhere. It's a nice slide. But we played groundhog on here, played tag and stuff, right? And me and my friends right here are sitting like this on the bench. And what happens is that a group of girls around our age come by and they start rating each one of us on how attractive we are. And what they do is they go yes, no, through all the people on the bench here. Some of my friends get a yes, some of my friends get a no. Some of them got, dude, these girls were harsh as shit. Oh my God, bro. A lot of them got a no. Some of them got a yes, though. But when it was my turn, I got a no. And so what happens in that micro interaction is that I was doing nothing. I wasn't even expressing myself. I was just sitting there. But what happened is that my ego, and my ego is who I think I am, just got filled in by someone else. My ego is my identity, and it got filled in by someone else. When these group of girls went by me, and they arbitrarily said, hey, no. What this said to me is, oh, I'm not attractive. Why am I not attractive? Because this 2 girls just said it. And I can also confirm that they do find other people attractive because look at, they rated my friends. If all my friends would have got a 0, I would think, oh, no one in this world is kind of attracted to these girls. Okay, it doesn't matter too much. But what happened in that moment is that I correlated girls with I'm not attractive in that slight moment. And what do you think happens if it's still in my memory today? How I operated for every day on beyond that point. Well, I probably operated in the frame of when I did talk to a girl. Oh, I'm just not attractive. You just obviously don't find me good looking, so it doesn't really matter that much. It wasn't out of anger or spite. It was out of innocence, and it was out of, I guess, a little bit of insecurity, but it wasn't even that at the time. I didn't feel bad that I wasn't attractive enough. It was just like, oh, this is just who I am. Okay. It was that young innocence you have of just, oh, I guess this is just how the world is. And then when you begin to operate your entire life out of this frame that has stemmed so early on, and you also don't have much positive reinforcement, so we could have this thing the other way around, and then they try to battle each other out. Usually the negative wins if it's somewhat in comparison. Oh my God, excuse me. But when you begin to operate in the frame of, oh, I'm already not attracted to girls. Oh, girls already don't find me attractive. I'm just different. It's just not for me. I'm just too shy. I'm just too introverted. Well, then what happens is that fate and your destiny align with that because you're thinking it, you subconsciously speak it, you subconsciously move it into your body language, and then it happens in the real world because people feel how you feel. And if you feel that, they're going to feel it and it's going to come true. So, phew, oh my gosh. So that is why reinforcement is very vital in the ability to express yourself. It's because of those micro interactions that affect the next micro interaction, that affects the next micro interaction. And if you have a deep base one like that, well, it comes all the way back here and it just affects everything here, man. Especially if you don't have those positive reinforcements, maybe canceling it out, saying, oh, that was just a dumb one-off time. So the way that we're going to get from a place of insecure to confident, I would even say shy, maybe even shy to confident too. Would you lump these two words together, insecure and shy? Maybe they're different, right? But they definitely have some overlappings. Why would you be shy? Why would you be too scared to express yourself? Well, is it because you're scared about something? Right? Shy, social anxiety, like nervousness. Why would it be so hard to have this expression? What we need to do in order to get to here, and it's the same thing I've done, and it's the same thing that any person who has made an actual change to themselves has done, is that we need this in the opposite direction. Once we can have reinforcement in the opposite direction, we can become a person who isn't going into an interaction, isn't starting a conversation, isn't living life with the mindset, with the frame of, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, women just don't find me attractive. That will help you out more than any other advice I can give. Because when you walk up to a girl and your mindset is, hey, I know you're not going to find me attractive. Hey, I already know I'm not good enough for you. Well, man, what the hell is she supposed to think, right? If a girl walked up to me and said, I don't think I'm good enough for you, but I'd love to go out sometime. Well, first I would say, oh, I actually think she's kind of confident for doing that. And saying it like that. But if she went up to me and was so shy in her body language and was, hey, I don't think I'm even that good for you, but would you want to go out sometime? I'd be like, whoa, this is very interesting. I've never experienced a situation like that. I'm like, I don't know, I'd be very off put for, like, they don't even think they're good enough for me. And when a girl sees that in a guy, it's like, why, man? You're a guy. You're a man. You're a man, bro. Like, why are you scared about life? You should be standing tall and, being proud of who you are. So you're just it's no one handicapping you but you, which is like very sad. I know how it is because I've been through the same thing. So you're basically expressing right off the bat, would you want to waste your life and be with me who I just think I'm garbage? You want to make this deal? Do you want to make this deal? I think I'm garbage and you get to waste your life. Shake on it. No, right? And so you want to be that person in that frame, in that mindset of, oh, I'm a good person. I'm an amazing person. If this girl wanted to be with me, well, she would find me attractive because I am an attractive guy. I have a good personality. I take care of myself. It just makes sense that she would be attracted to me. It's the normal. It's just what it is. And then the girl would think, oh, amazing. I get to be with a confident guy who loves himself. That's not being arrogant or cocky. That is being at peace if you love yourself, right? Think about what being in hell is. If you hate yourself, you're always in your head. You can't express yourself. And she gets to be with a guy who loves himself, is able to express that love to her, and is able to give her a positive experience, leave her life better than when he found it. So we need to stack micro positive reinforcements. And we can call this, maybe this system or whatever thing, we can call this the micro ego shift. I like that title, bro. The micro ego shift. Because we're trying to change who we are at a deep level from a shy to more confident person, confident, expressive, all these words, I just want you to lump them together and think, this is this person, this is this person. I want to be on that scale. So we need to stack micro positive reinforcements, micro ego shift system. We need to change who we are at a baseline. That is how we change our thought processes and our mindsets. Anytime you go to the gym and you work out, you're changing who you are. You're changing who you are, the little biology in your body, the literal size and muscle and density on who you are. You are changing who you are. Same thing when anything naturally happens. If you go out naturally and people just fucking bash on you and insult you when you're walking down the street and just call you the worst names, well, dude, your brain chemistry is going to change. Your biology is going to differ from that. You're going to go home a different man. Any experience that we experience in life is going to change us. The only thing that happens, though, is that over time, those experiences become very asymptote. They become very minimal. Because imagine this is your first 10 years of your life. Well, you're experiencing a whole bunch of shit, bro. You're experiencing Disneyland. You're experiencing like fucking walking, breathing, love, all these emotions. But then you're like 25. And it's like, I've experienced all this shit so much. It doesn't mean that much to me. And so you don't really grow that much on who you are personally. But what you can do is get more unique experiences. And that's amazing because I think this is what life is, unique experiences. And so you can put yourself into interactions and talk to different people with their own unique life. And that is the best way to have a little bit of uniquity in your life, is to bring in different interesting people. And that is going to make this graph look like, I don't fucking know, like this, I guess. Right? Where you're always experiencing a lot of unique positive experiences. So, and a lot of people don't do this. Like, they will hit 25, they will hit this age, and they will go out and make new friends, and they won't practice talking to other people to build their social skills and to build relationships and try to, be friendly with other people. They just like sit in their home all day. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, no, go have fun. Go out, have fun. Go to the bar. Talk to the random people there. Talk to your friends. And just like chill. Have fun, man. So the way that we're going to stack these micro positive reinforcements is by simply increasing the steps that we do them in. Okay, first step is that we need a positive reinforcement from a social interaction. If we want to go up and we're introverted or we're shy and we want to talk to a girl, I'm not going to give you, hey, say this line, do this. You got to pull this trick out of your card. No. You know how you talk to a girl? Same way you would talk to a guy, but you would throughout the conversation just be like, I'm into you, by the way. Throughout the conversation, you would give more flirty eye contact. And you would make it very clear that you're into her. And then you would just like set another date. That's basically the same thing. If I had to give you like the simplest, easiest way to talk to a girl, hey, excuse me. I'm not even going to write it down because that's not what you need to hear. Hey, excuse me. Loved your, and then compliment something about her that you loved. not her tits, not her ass. Compliment something that you really like about her. Her style. Is she wearing a nice dress? Does she have a nice purse on? Did she do her hair amazingly? Right? And then from there, just introduce yourself. Say that you find her cute. Ask what she's doing at the current moment in time. Banter a little bit. Do some rapport talking. Get to know each other. And then say, do you like food? Would you like to go to another time? If she says no, move on with your day. If she says yes, perfect. It is not that fucking hard. If any point throughout the interaction that she's showing like very bad body language or she's not into you, man, just it's okay. You can just move on. It's not that you have to. It's not that every person is going to say yes if you do these certain lines. It's like no. That's just not how humans work, man. But if you're coming across as a person who is very shy, insecure, doesn't even like themselves, well, they're not going to give you that attention, or they're not even going to like think in their mind this is a possibility to go forward. So the way that we stack these micro positive reinforcements are in social interactions. And so what I want you to actually do is just be comfortable talking to people, be comfortable in yourself and expressing yourself in your words and your body language. And so I want you to give compliments. Give compliments to guys, give compliments to girls. Girls are maybe even a bit harder, they may be. But social interactions, give compliments to guys, give compliments to girls. And then what you really want to do is be focusing on something that you like about them, and then say it with a warm voice. So it's not, hey, I like your bow, but it's also not, hey, I like your bow, and I'm not like your bow, I like your shoes. Hey, man, I like your bow. Hey, man, that's a nice outfit. The smile, there's warm, it's genuine, it comes across like I really do mean it, because you should mean it. And that's what I want you to work on in just your vibe. I want you to work on being warm, playful, right? Fun, positive, kind of like you were when a kid. Now, are you jumping up and down and I like your bow, I like your shoes? No, that's where self-control comes in. I remember I used to work at a retail job and I said hello to a lot of people. A lot of people would come by, I'd say hello to them. And it's either some of them would say hello back or some of them would say, oh, hello, or ignore me or whatever. And I don't think they were ignoring me. I think they're just shy. But I remember only one guy. I worked thousands of people I had seen in that. Only one guy. I said, hello, sir, how are you? And he looked at me in my eyes and said, I don't know, it was so warm. It was so like, I just felt it. It was so genuine. He said, I'm good, how are you? I take him, I'm good. Just from that one thing, man, just from that one, he said, I'm good, how are you? But he meant it so much. I could feel how warm he was as a person, how like, and maybe he's a serial killer, but the way he said that was just so warm. It was just so like, wow, this guy actually fucking cares. He was a dad too, so big ups on him, man. So this is what I want you to practice. You're going to get positive reinforcement from that. People are going to say, thank you, thank you. And then if you feel it correct to continue the conversation, do that. Continue the conversation. You can ask them, where'd you get them? But try not to harp on the same subject for too long. Where'd you get them? Oh, cool, nice. Anyways, what are you doing right now? Are you doing anything right now? Oh, cool. I was just looking around for some stuff. I was just going out, seeing if I could I don't know, just enjoying the day. That's how you get into a conversation. But remember, I want you to be working on being warm, being playful. If you don't know how to have more fun in a conversation, try to find commonalities, hobbies that they do. Don't go, like, if you're just talking to some random person and they have something to do, don't get too into it. You have to read their body language and the conversation. If you can feel a little bit of hesitancy, unless they're really into it, then you can continue, right? But respect their time, respect who they are. But this is how you practice being in social interactions and building micro positive reinforcements. And when you don't build these positive micro reinforcements, meaning you give a compliment and someone says, thanks. You give a compliment and someone goes, nah, fuck you. Or you try to talk to someone and they just keep moving. What happens is that you also begin to build, what is it? It's not I guess it is confidence. What you begin to build is oh, not everyone needs to like me. Oh, I can be my best version of myself, and not everyone will like that. That's just the way the world is. And you can talk to one person, they love it, talk to the next person, they hate it, and then the next person, they love it. But that one person who hates it, you can't get too caught up on it. It's just the way life is. And I think that maybe it's part of confidence, but I think the individual part is the I don't give a fuck muscle. That's what I call it. It's because you're able to understand not everyone's going to like you, and there's nothing you can really do about that. You be yourself, and if they don't fuck with it, you just keep on going. You just leave them be. They're dismissed, right? That's what I like to say. They're dismissed. They don't need to be around you. And you'll begin to understand, hey, some people like me, I vibe with those people, some people don't like me, I just move on with my life. Now that you have started to build positive reinforcements in your social interactions, you can go into a social interaction with a woman and you will feel normal and comfortable being warm and playful because you've done it before and you've practiced it by giving compliments and going into little conversations. And now you do the same thing when you're talking to a girl that you find beautiful and you want to date. Okay? Do the same thing. The only thing that you're going to change from a person that you're talking normally to a person that you want to maybe see again, it's just a little thing, okay? You're going to make it just a little bit more romantic. And the romantic, there's a couple things in here, okay? The first thing is man to woman. Meaning, if you just talk about the weather or her shoes or her job or what she's doing, you have never gotten to the point of, hey, I like you. And I see this so much in guys that either they get caught up in the conversation, more or less they just feel too scared to say it, and so continue down this platonic route. I have been in, so many conversations with girls that I know in my head, this will lead nowhere if I do not make this man to woman and actually make the conversation go forward. The girl's not going to do it. I need to be the one. I've just been in so many conversations like that I know that, and it's internalized inside of me. You, however, may not know that, and you may need to get, I don't know how many, but a couple number of conversations where you're not expressing interest, making it man to woman, it goes platonic and it dies out before it really registers in your head, oh shit, I really actually have to do this. It may be on the first one because you're actually taking my advice, but in my experience, it's always been, I know I have to do that. I'm too scared. Let me get comfortable with this. Okay, now I'm going to try this. It's okay. And now I'm comfortable. Now it's internalized. Now I'm chill. The way you make it man to woman is you express interest. You do this with maybe your words. And you also do it with your body language. Meaning, I find you very attractive. You're very attractive. You're this, you're that. Words. Body language. That's more looking into your eyes. That's more giving an extra long second stare. Giving a bit of that more attention to this one person. I think that's technically what flirting is. Giving a little bit more attention than you would to a normal person. So technically by that metric, getting angry at someone is even flirting. But it's giving that playful attention, that warm, playful attention. And so that may be just, talking to you, and then I finish talking. And then I just give you that extra long look before I look away, because I'm giving you that little extra playful and warm attention. Words, you don't want to go too overboard on this. If I'm spamming, oh, you're pretty, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that, 1-2 times is nice. Too many, and what you can do to make it less nervous, less pressure, because anytime you compliment someone, it does come with a bit of pressure. Meaning, wow, you are the most gorgeous, perfect, amazing human being on this world. That comes with a lot of pressure. However, you can take away the pressure by putting on just a little bit of a different, I guess, kind of word on the end of it. So meaning, you're the most amazing, beautiful person in the world, but you have to cut off your crust every time you eat, a sandwich. So small, not even an insult. It's not an insult. It's just a tease. It's just pointing out something that they do. But what it does is take all the pressure off of the compliment. So you can give an amazing compliment, but if you don't want the person to feel too, like, ugh, that's a lot of pressure on me, then that's how you can do it. You give some humor afterwards. That's basically all it is. I will give you a live example. I was in my car. There's a lady on the street stop over there, and she was wearing a nice dress. I could tell she was a new dress. I could tell that she was looking at me and what I said was, excuse me, lady, you look absolutely beautiful in that dress. And she said, oh my God, thank you. Conversation dead. Oh my God, thank you. Boom. Pressure, tension right there. Now what? There's tension. And that tension creates a lot of pressure. She then has to walk across. I'm sitting in my car. There's a lot of tension there. There's a lot of pressure. Not until I say, probably, I think I said, this is probably the weirdest place I've ever given a compliment. Or I said, not the best place to give a compliment in, yelling across, while you're walking down. That humor, that calling out the kind of the funniness, the awkwardness in the situation, cut the tension. And now the compliment hit harder. She was able to laugh afterwards. Tension is gone. And so you can release tension in a compliment with humor. That is how you release tension anywhere, humor. Even if this is actually a great life lesson. I'm just going to take that for my fucking self. Even in your body, when there's tension, if you're cracking jokes and stuff, you're just going to feel more relaxed. So you cut tension. Tense with humor. I think that's a great example. It was an awkward place to give a conversation. She was over there. She has a nice dress. Complimented her. And then I could feel the tension. Oh, conversation. But calling out that situation, calling out the humor, probably the weirdest place I've given a compliment from. Now she laughs. I laugh. It's a good laugh. Tension gone, but the compliment still sticks. That's better than just giving compliments, okay? All the time. So that's the first thing. You make it man to woman. Do that with your body language. Do that with your words. The next thing you have to do is move it forwards. If you and the girl are vibing and you want to meet up again, you should ask for her contact information. If you and the girl are having a nice talk and kind of feeling each other's energy, you should try to move it forward. You should try to be like, okay, do you want to go out again? Like, that makes sense. We're having a nice conversation. Hey, I'd love to have another lovely conversation with you another time if you're available. I'm usually working throughout the week, but Saturday I may be free after 6 p.m. if that could work for you. And see how when I'm saying that, I'm being respectable of of who she is. You could be like, we'll go out Saturday 6 p.m. Like, I don't know. I don't really give a shit, right? As long as you do it, be authentic to who you are. When I could be in a conversation, and if I feel the vibe of me being like, Saturday 6 p.m. we'll meet again, then that's what I will say. But it's how you feel in that vibe. It's not, oh, I know, it's the line. I have to say the line now. I have to say the line. Saturday 6 p.m. No, it's not that. It's what you feel in the conversation. You just express that. That's why I don't like giving lines so much, but I do give them just to give you a clear example of where you could go. That's why I like working on who you are inside. Then you're able just to express what is happening in the vibe of the conversation. But make sure you move it forward. Again, it may take a couple of tries if you're not moving it forward, not asking her out, for you to be like, oh, nothing actually happens after this. We just lose our connection and we never talk to each other again. So move it forward. Get her contact information. I want to, like, give me your Instagram. I'll follow you. Don't say it like that. So like, give me your Instagram. I'll follow you. But get her Instagram. Have a nice Instagram if you have one too. Just have some nice pictures with you and your friends outside. Get her contact information. Maybe her phone number. Doesn't fucking matter. Just get a way to text her, to call her, to communicate with her. And it's no secret line that you're gonna say to ask her out. Just be like, hey, if you'd like to ever have a conversation like this again, we could get food sometime and talk. Yeah, I'd love to go if you don't mind. Not if you don't mind. I would love to go if you want to. If not, no worries. See how relaxed and chill you are about it? That is all here. Again, I say this in all my videos. But 93% of communication is body language. Meaning, the way I just said that, hey, if you're available next Saturday, maybe we could go out, have some food. I wouldn't mind that. Is a lot better than, hey, if we go, oh, fuck. Whoo! Okay, if we go next Saturday, 6 p.m., I could be okay with that. If you're okay with that, but I mean, I wouldn't mind. If you want to, we could go for that. Yeah? Okay. One is much more calm, relaxed. If you want to, I'd love to. If you don't want to, hey, no worries. The other one is I'm literally shaking. He took fucking, cocaine or something. He's cracked. And the way you say it like that, it's like, oh my God. If I say no, he may kill me. If I say yes, he may kill me then too. That awkward feeling gets transferred onto her. And she's like, why am I feeling so tense and awkward and not relaxed right now? And then she associates that with you asking her out. And she associates that with you a little bit. And then she's like, oh, no, thank you. The same way any human react. If a guy walks up to me and says, can I have a dollar, sir? And he's fucking spazzing out, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, holy shit. Like, I'm gonna feel a different reaction than if someone came up to me and said, can I have a dollar, sir? Excuse me, sir, can I have a dollar? Like it was nothing. I'd be like, oh yeah, here's a dollar. Or at least engage with him in a normal conversation. With the other guy, I'm like, I'm spooked out right now. There's such a difference in who we are. So these are the two things that you have to do in order, or that you should do when you are talking to a beautiful girl. Make it man to woman, express your interest, and you can only express your interest once you are, not super shy, and move it forwards. I love this conversation. Would you like to get some food sometime? Continue the conversation. Amazing. Let me take your Instagram. Let me take your phone number. Now, this is going to be the way that you get to talk to beautiful women, and you get to date them. If they say yes, you go on amazing dates. You know what you do on the date? You just have fun. Basically the same thing you did in that little conversation. Have fun, talk about each other's lives a little bit, get to know her, make fun of her a little bit, tease her. It's really not that simple. I mean, it's really not that hard. The hard part is changing who you are to become a guy who is able to be comfortable in those situations, who is able to be confident in those situations. And I see so many comments on my videos. Just be yourself. There's no reason in telling guys all this. Just tell them to be themselves. Don't be creepy. Well, man, there's a lot of guys out there who themselves are creepy, not on purpose, who themselves are very shy and insecure, not on purpose. Why would anyone want to do that to themselves on purpose? I got one comment saying, I'm 22. I'm always in my head. I just want to be able to express myself. That is a person out there who genuinely cannot and wants to love other people, who wants to laugh and show his emotions and just be a human like everybody else. But someone like that is trapped. Someone like that of myself was trapped under what other people would think, under social anxiety. And so changing who you are allows you to be this person, right? It's not lines. It's not being someone else. I'm really trying to change who you are to be this better person. Boys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more help, you can join my Discord, or you can book a one-on-one call with me personally to work on my coaching program. I will help you day in, day out achieve the relationships that you want, achieve the social anxiety, get rid of that shit, become the confident person you are, get an amazing, beautiful girlfriend that you love and she loves you. With that, boys, hope it helped. Peace out. Bye.